Snail Mucin.
Snail slime,
Snail secretion.
escargot.
We've heard it all.
It is the OG ingredient for skincare. Hi, my name is Peter Lee, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Saranghae and Aurora Skin Science. And let me introduce you to my wife.
Hello, my name is Andrea Murad, and I am the co-founder and president of Saranghae and Aurora Skin Science. And today we're going to be talking about snail mucin.
Snail slime, snail mucin serum,
Snail secretion.
escargot.
Snail mucus. We've heard it all.
We're going to talk about
We're
it.
going to talk about it.
Why are we going to talk about it? Because it is the OG ingredient for skincare. The original skin healing, anti-aging skincare ingredient that the Koreans have loved for over 20 years.
More.
In fact,
it's even more. It's like centuries.
So in fact, if you look at TikTok and Instagram, people will say that PDRN and exosomes are the hottest ingredients right now in Korean skincare. I disagree. Snail is still number one by a very large margin because it's been used in skincare for the last 20, 25 years.
Right, then,
Even more, yeah.
So one of the things to note about snail, especially ours, is that it's 96% snail mucin, which is the highest concentration you can find on the market currently. And what that means is we're getting more natural hyaluronic acid, iron, peptides, zinc. There's just so many naturally occurring vitamins, minerals, antioxidants.
Natural peptides, glycolic acid, natural allantoin. It's literally what skincare chemists and brands try to extract out of the snail mucin serum, things like hyaluronic acid, things like allantoin, things like glycolic acid, peptides, copper tripeptide. They try to isolate the ingredients, but they're all existing in snail mucin. This is like the OG skincare ingredient.
And so, being a mostly vegan, plant-based company, we had a really hard time with whether or not we should bring this to market, even with all the research backing how amazing and effective it is, because we weren't sure how our customers would receive it, but they love it. And so if you can get over the fact that it's snail slime and just really close your eyes and use it, you will see how effective it is. What does it do? It helps to reduce inflammation.
Yep, rapid healing.
It helps.
Skin scars. Yeah. So I have eczema, and whenever I have scratches from my daughter who scratches my face, I use snail serum to heal.
Also, it helps with eczema. If you have eczema, my daughter also has eczema. Thanks, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
And she, whenever she has an outbreak, we put a little bit of it on with a moisturizer, and the next day it's almost gone. So I call it nature's greatest gift to your skin. And I want to just point out how we extract the snail slime. For all of you who are wondering if any snails are harmed, one thing to note is the happier and well-fed the snail is, the more they release. And all that happens is we collect these beautiful snails. They're massive, and they are Italian snails.
So we're Korean skincare, but our snails are Italian.
And what happens is we put them in a dark room, and they glide over a mesh. It's like a cheesecloth, and they glide over this mesh and release this liquid gold. And they do that for about an hour, and then they go back into their environment. And that is it. That is how we collect it.
Yeah, and we actually visited a snail farm, a location in Italy, southeast Italy, in Puglia. And the snails are massive. So if you think that we're collecting snail slime from snails that are like this big, it's not the case. The snails are literally the size of small dogs. I've never seen snails so big in my life. And they produce a lot of slime.
That's true.
I'd like to tell one story about snail mucin that's really interesting. This was shared by one of our partners in Korea. And apparently what happened about 15 years ago, one of the largest skincare companies in Korea tried to replicate snail mucin and the properties of snail mucin in a synthetic formula. So basically, they could reproduce the benefits of snail without harvesting through snail. Why do you do that? Because it's much cheaper that way. They could probably produce it for half the cost without harvesting snails. So they ended up they ended up producing something that felt and looked chemically similar to Snail Mucin Serum over years of research, but they couldn't replicate the benefits. What Snail delivered naturally, the synthetic serum just could not deliver the skincare benefits that the real Snail serum delivered. And nobody could ever figure out why. And so they abandoned the project. So, our reasoning is that obviously nature trumps all. But yeah, that's the story of the Snail serum.
And so if you're wondering how to use it in a routine, the Snail serum would fall under the fourth pillar, which is the healing pillar, because it reduces inflammation, reduces redness, it helps to calm the skin down, heal, and also helps to produce collagen. So you would use it after your actives and before your moisturizer.
Look, if you're in doubt, just use it once. You're going to love it. I think it's one of the greatest inventions that skincare companies ever invented. So I love it. I use it every day, morning and night. I tend to, because of my position and because what we do here in the company, I tend to try a lot of different skincare ingredients, mostly different correctives, but I always finish off with my Snail serum and a moisturizing cream like my Firmin Lift.
And if you're wondering what skin type is appropriate for Snail, all skin types can use it and benefit from it.
Excellent. Is that it?
That's it.
Excellent. Till next time. Saranghae.
Saranghae.